Yellow Productions presents the Travel Man Podcast. I'm Chris, and this is a very special episode of Yellow Productions where I was a guest host on the Travel Man Podcast. It is hosted by my good friend Ben from Melbourne, Australia. He's a pretty wacky Australian guy with a smooth, silky Australian accent and lots of those wacky Australian jokes. Join us as we take a scenic drive up the San Diego coast and we talk about what we see and hilarity ensues. If you like this kind of stuff, you like podcasts, or if you want to listen to this as a podcast, you can find links in the description below to the Travel Man Podcast. You could download the MP3 file. You could take this with you in the car, listen to it on your drive, or listen to the other 20 or so podcasts that Ben has out there. Well, I hope you enjoy it, and if you want to see more videos that Ben and I did together, we've got a few. I've linked them down below as well. We debate Paris versus Prague, San Francisco versus Los Angeles, and there's even one, a travel guide where Ben takes you on a tour of his hometown, Melbourne, Australia. So without further ado, the Travel Man Podcast.
Well, we just had a conversation that wasn't recorded.
That's a secret conversation.
Just between us.
That's right, classified by the NSA.
Now everyone wants to know what we talked about.
Right. Well, you'll never know, or we'll have to kill you, so.
We will. Chris and I will have to kill you. And Mandy. Because we're in the car at the moment. We're driving over a quaint little bridge. To the right of me is SeaWorld. Is that right?
That is SeaWorld. We are driving above the San Diego River. That is what is below you. This wonderful body of water.
I think you once mentioned that this river was a sad river.
It is.
It runs through San Diego.
It is kind of, I mean, as far as rivers go, because since you guys are heading to New York City after this, there's the Hudson River, which is like an impressive river. And the San Diego River is, I mean, it's called a river, but it's probably more of a creek or a stream, almost.
We can land planes on the Hudson, Chris.
Yes.
I wouldn't like to try and land a plane on this.
No, you might be able to land like a bird or a duck on this.
Yeah. Exactly. Now, Chris is driving us around and just showing us the sights of San Diego, or north of San Diego.
We are in San Diego at the moment.
Okay.
Right. We started in Ocean Beach.
Which is lovely.
Yes, the land of Ob, which is a very kind of where the San Diego hippies meet the sea. It's also home to San Diego's, the West Coast's longest pier, the Ocean Beach Pier.
Yep.
And now we're going to Mission Beach, which is home to Belmont Park, San Diego's oldest roller coaster.
Oh, and will we be going on the roller coaster today, Chris?
Well, I understand Mandy really loves roller coasters.
I understand that she does.
Yes. So I don't know. I'll have to leave that to you. It is a historic roller coaster.
Even wood.
Yeah. So it's
Is it made of wood?
It's made of wood.
Oh my god.
Yes. And nobody has died this week on it. So
Just this week.
well,
That's good.
It's actually in the history of the roller coaster. I don't remember the exact years from. It's pretty old, but it closed down for maybe 20 or 30 years. Like it was engulfed in fire, and then it just laid dormant. And so it was maybe something like 20, 25 years ago. They had to save the roller coaster foundation. They refurbished it. Yeah. So now we're on a bridge looking over Mission Bay. This is San Diego's big pleasure craft bay.
Ooh,
this is
very
all
nice.
This is all man-made. These islands and things like that.
Okay.
This Mission Bay used to be a big swamp. It was a swampland.
Do many people swim around here, Chris? Or do you just do your boating?
On the bay side, it would mostly be people that are sailing, kayaking. There are people who swim, but I think it's preferable to swim in the ocean.
Okay.
Because it's a little, I'd say the water's cleaner. But in the bay, the water's going to be a little warmer. Because it gets warmed up by the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have the cold ocean currents.
And the San Diego's bay is called the Big Bay.
Yes. It is officially called San Diego Bay. It is nicknamed the Big Bay.
Big Bay. I like it. So ahead of us, Chris, no one else can see this. They can hear it. But
They can imagine.
They can imagine. Is that the roller coaster that you were talking about?
That is the roller coaster.
That does look terribly old, and it's on an angle which I don't trust.
It is terribly
old.
It is terribly old. Yeah. One of the things I like about surfing in Mission Beach is you'll be out where the waves are breaking, and when it's pretty calm and there's no waves coming around, then every once in a while you'll hear a "ah!" And that's the people on the roller coaster going by. Yeah.
That's just horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Look at those steep angles, Chris.
That's scary.
By the way, this is Mr. Ruriberto's.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Further.
yes. And there's a very nice yellow PT Cruiser that we're driving by.
That's a lovely PT Cruiser. Shout out for PT Cruiser drivers.
Shout out.
Shout out. Oh, look at that ride, Chris.
That makes me want to vomit.
Look at this place. Tiki Town.
Uh-huh.
So we're turning left into a car park across the road from Tiki Town.
Yes, which we would refer to in the U.S. as a parking lot.
We call it a car park.
I know you would, but you are not in Australia. So
No,
it is
we're
not
not.
a car park here.
It is a car lot.
It is a parking lot.
Parking lot. What's with the American accent?
Yes.
Terrible one.
That was a terrible one.
Okay, so if I was talking like this, where would I come from?
The moon. I'm not really sure.
The moon.
Yes.
Oh, it's so sunny, by the way.
It is sunny, which is much better than our Friday we were touring around.
Yeah, Friday we were touring around. We didn't take any audio snippets.
But we toured around Laguna Beach,
Yeah.
Newport Beach, and San Juan Capistrano, which is the mission there. Was the
Spanish mission.
The Spanish mission
Yeah.
was the largest Spanish structure that was built in California.
And they've got that road that runs all the way from, is it San Diego?
The El Camino Real.
Yeah,
it
all
was
the way up to San Fran.
the street that connects all the missions.
All the missions. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really interesting. Well, that's about it for this segment, guys. We'll do another one in a second.
Yes,
Bye.
we're going to check out Mission Beach now. So we'll see you on the other side of Mission
See
Beach.
you on the other side. So that was the scariest moment of my life.
What happened, Ben?
I went in a roller coaster with you.
You went in it or on it?
On it.
On it.
You
Well-
I was technically in it.
I guess you were.
We went on the famous Belmont Big Dipper?
Giant Dipper.
Giant Dipper. There's a
Yes.
Big Dipper in Melbourne.
Yes.
So this was the Giant Dipper, and it was, after the In-N-Out burgers,
It was exhilarating.
it was exhilarating. I was just hoping that that didn't come up, which it didn't, so that was good. But that was the first real roller coaster, which gave me a little bit of fear.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I'm just really happy and stoked to be getting flung around some tracks going really quick. But this one actually felt a bit rickety.
It was originally built in 1925.
Ooh.
Yes. And it did feel rickety. But the cars are recently remodeled, and they clicked us in the car, one click, and then they came by and they're like, "Can I click this in a little more?" We're like, it's kind of tight. And they're like, "Yeah, I can't send it off with one click. I need to put it in with another click."
Really?
Yeah. So we assumed that when they built this in 1925, it wasn't for
Big
people
men.
as large as us.
Large man.
Probably no clicks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
there was just a seatbelt probably. Or nothing. Hold on.
I think I said it was like riding a park bench with maybe something to hold on to.
Yes.
But they were definitely newer cars
They were.
because they were made of fiberglass
Uh-huh.
and steel, probably.
Rubber.
And rubber. A nice little cushioning on the front where we could put our hands, which we didn't. Did you have your hands up in the air?
No, they were on the front, as were yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you scared at all?
Not really. I've ridden it before, so I think I probably know what to expect a little bit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's the perfect length. I don't know that I'd want it to be twice as long. you know?
No.
Yeah.
No, that was good.
Uh-huh.
That was really good.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's what you want. You want something that's going to give you that exhilaration.
Right.
And that definitely does. So people are down here near Belmont Park. Come and ride it. Come and also do those other rides that will make you probably sick. The Vomit
The Vomit Comet.
Comet and that other ride. You know, back in the day, Chris.
The other ride, the carousel, is it?
It's for pansies.
Or the mini golf course.
Mini golf course.
Yes.
The Tiki tour? Tiki golf.
Tiki golf, yeah.
Tiki.
Tiki.
Contiki.
That's the tour group.
Yeah, sorry, that's a tour group,
Uh-huh.
and we are not sponsored by Contiki today.
We are not. But we could be.
We could be, so send us stuff.
Right.
Well, send me stuff and Chris.
Okay.
He'll be doing a video one day on Kontiki tours. Maybe not.
When they send me stuff.
When they send him stuff. But yeah, this is a great area. Chris, where are we heading off to now?
So we're just leaving Mission Beach as you see the streets blend in Y, and I don't know if there's a Z, but they're all like alphabetized beach names down here, the streets.
Yeah.
And then it begins Pacific Beach. Here at Pacific Beach Drive.
Pacific Beach Drive, okay. And we're heading in the direction of La Jolla.
We're heading north. That is in the direction of La Jolla, correct.
Right. Are we going back to La Jolla?
We will drive through La Jolla.
Through La Jolla.
Yes.
I remember last year when I was here in San Diego, we actually went to La Jolla, Mandy and I, who's actually in the back, as quiet as a mouse. And that was really good. I think La Jolla is a nice little town, and apparently, Chris, I don't know if you know this, but if you post something, you've got to post it to La Jolla.
Really? That's amazing.
Did you know that?
Well, now I do. So thank you, Ben.
That's okay, Chris. Anytime.
For the listeners, I just told Ben that about 3 minutes before we recorded this. But I'm sure he's known it a long time.
Try about an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And for the listeners, they used to call it La Jolla.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mandy just said I used to call it La Jolla, which if you say it phonetically, it is La Jolla.
Because it's a J, but it's a
'Cause it's a
Spanish
J.
name.
It's La Jolla if you're in Barcelona.
Okay. Do you speak Catalan?
Catalan.
Uh-huh.
Catalan. Yes, I do. And I was pro-independence.
Okay,
Yourself,
good.
Chris?
I don't try to speak too many world languages.
No, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, we had a nice walk on the boardwalk, and that was delicious. Very pretty. Reminded me a little bit of Venice Beach and Malibu mixed together and somewhere else.
Yeah.
And Miami.
We should have got you some cotton candy so that it would be even more delicious.
I would have enjoyed a bit of cotton candy.
Uh-huh.
Maybe where we're going next there's cotton candy. Probably not, actually.
Pacific Beach, more beer, probably.
Ooh.
The Pacific Beach, Garnet Avenue has the, most dense, bars of anywhere
Really?
in San Diego. Yeah.
Well, I know Chris isn't a huge drinker, but a cold beer would be delicious. But we are on schedule, aren't we? In a sense.
Well, we don't have to catch a train or anything, so
Well,
that's
that's
good.
true.
Yeah, we just need to find a parking spot. That's what we need to
true.
do.
That's true. So maybe I'll check in with everyone later on. And I hope you're enjoying this, because I'm enjoying this.
I hope you're enjoying this as well. I'm
Yeah.
glad you're enjoying this, but in the you, I was speaking to them at this point.
Yeah, because...
Right.
Well, actually, technically, Chris, it's just one person. Remember? Podcasting. One solitary person, Chris,
Is who you talk to?
is who you talk to. With
Okay.
YouTube, it's a little different. I
Yes.
didn't know if you know that, but
I did not know that.
you're talking to millions.
Okay.
And you're that bloody popular that you probably have thousands of people that love you.
Oh.
I probably have one or
I'm sure
two.
you- I'm sure you have
My
more.
mum and dad.
You have at least 2 in this car, Ben, so.
Yeah, there you go.
Aw,
You had your mom and
2
dad, that's at
listeners?
least 4, so.
maybe
yeah.
I've got over 100.
Yeah.
I've kind of checked.
Very good.
Thank you very much. And I'll check in with you guys later. Bye. And we're back in the car. Encinitas.
Back again, jiggity jig.
Jig, jig.
On Coast Highway, the old 101. We went through Pacific Beach. We visited Costco.
Costco's my new
Yeah,
favorite.
the great American big box retailer.
The great American dream.
Yes, everything in large quantities.
Very large, actually.
But before Costco, we visited Pacific Beach.
And that was gorgeous.
What was gorgeous about it?
Well, Chris, would you like to tell everyone about it?
It had a pier. There's this pier called Crystal Pier in Pacific Beach.
Oh, can I please answer
Yes,
the question
you,
I was
sir,
about
Benjamin.
to answer myself?
Yes, with your hand
Something.
raised, you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Has that got the hotel?
That does have the hotel. Yes.
You know, that's on the beer.
Yes, the
And
one
then-
it does.
And then it's got those gorgeous little self-contained blue and white houses or accommodation.
Cottages.
Cottages where you can drive onto the
Yeah.
pier.
Yes.
That pier is very rickety.
It is, but we would call it, rustic.
In Australia, we call it rickety.
Yeah, vintage.
Vintage beer.
Historic.
Oh, very historic. I wouldn't drive my car up there.
You're just not brave enough, I think. If you were a real man, you would drive your car up there.
If I was a real man.
Mm-hmm.
And Mandy laughs at me too much. I'm the real man.
Mm-hmm. We are now entering the community of Leucadia.
Leucadia.
Mm-hmm.
So we've gone from Encinitas to Leucadia.
Leucadia is a neighborhood in Encinitas. Encinitas has 3 parts: Cardiff, Encinitas, and then Leucadia. Leucadia, this is also more rustic, as you notice. This is kind of like unpaved on the side. Just go ahead and park on the side of the road.
Yeah. And Chris, we nearly saw a paraglider or something crash into the grass.
We nearly did. They almost crashed into some other paragliders, it seemed like. We were at the Torrey Pines glider port. You wanted Ben to say that.
And Torrey Pines.
Sorry, what beach was it above?
Forget it.
Is that a command?
Yeah.
Forget it. I got a fish brain. And if it's not written out in front of me, I forget.
Uh-huh.
I'm a simple
It's
man.
a nudie beach.
Yeah, there was a nudist beach,
Yeah.
which I tried to zoom No, I didn't. But yeah,
The zoom lens isn't that good.
Zoom
Otherwise,
lens
you would have
isn't that
tried.
good. Yeah. But Torrey Pines is famous for the golf course
And the Torrey Pine.
and the Torrey
tree.
Pine,
Mm-hmm.
which is quite a lovely looking pine,
It is.
especially when it's windswept,
Yes.
Japanese style.
You would know as a landscaper.
Yes.
Yes.
I know how to do that.
You know how
without
to wind
the wind.
sweep it?
Yes.
Do you just stand at it and blow?
How did you know?
Huh?
That's exactly what I do. I blow on trees. Blow all over them. And where are we going from here, Chris?
We are going to Carlsbad.
Who's bad?
Carlsbad.
Is he?
Uh-huh, he is.
What did he do wrong?
Carlsbad sounds German, right?
Yeah, it does, actually.
Originally a German settlement in San Diego.
That's cool.
And it also has a underground alkaline water,
Scary.
where the water comes up as alkaline
really?
water. Mm-hmm. The place sells alkaline water.
I love
So we're going to visit the little...
A mineral springs, you mean?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we have that in Carlsbad area.
Yeah, but it's not alkaline.
But listen to this for a second, okay, woman? Now, people are going to really know how I sound to my wife.
Right?
Woman, listen to this.
That's right. You
Okay.
all don't see that Mandy is going to beat him mercilessly after this recording is off. But she doesn't want any evidence. So yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
There's a Carlsbad in country Victoria near Dalesford area, and Dalesford is famous. I know it's true, so you can fact check that. Dalesford is famous for, and Hepburn Springs, for its mineral springs, just as Carlsbad is
Interesting.
known for its springs.
Interesting.
So, because it's a thermal area, but thermal water, not volcanic. Although I think maybe there are volcanoes, but
I think that's where thermal
Don't
water...
fact check me on that one.
If it's like a hot spring water, then that definitely
it is hot
volcanic
spring. So it is volcanic. Because it's a sulfur I can smell.
Uh-huh.
And there's different taps in Dalesford where they would have different flavours
Yeah.
of water.
Uh-huh. Do they have strawberry water? Or?
They have chocolate,
cucumber?
strawberry, cucumber. No, it's just
sulfur.
different amounts.
And less sulfur.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds
Sulfur.
delicious.
Yeah, it's
Do
different
you want
amounts.
the one with more sulfur or extra more sulfur?
Do you want
Do
to
you want the
vomit?
one that smells more like a rotten egg?
Yeah.
Or 2 rotten eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just blocking it.
So tell me more about Carlsbad, Christopher.
Well, I'll tell you more about Carlsbad when we leave Carlsbad. I mean, you can tell everybody, but you have to see it.
Yeah,
and then we
true.
can talk about it.
That's true. I really like this series, by the way.
That's good. For everybody to be imagining the drive. So
Yeah.
why don't you describe what you're seeing right now in the car, Ben?
A lot of dirt, road,
Train.
tracks,
Uh-huh. Train tracks?
palm trees,
Mm-hmm.
pine trees,
Mm-hmm.
one that looks very circular, a 7-Eleven,
Yeah, that is also a gas station.
a gas station, yep. You don't, well actually I was about to say you don't see that much in Victoria, but it's everywhere in my state. So 7-Elevens are gas stations.
Are they?
Yeah, they are. but just not as good looking as that gas station. That was really nice, actually.
Pretty handsome, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was handsome.
Yeah.
Like you, Chris.
Oh, thank you, Ben.
Very handsome.
You're quite the gentleman.
Thank you. Thank you. We won't talk about the spooning incident.
Welcome to Carlsbad.
What? We're in Carlsbad. Very nice. Well, I will be in touch with everyone once we've actually done Carlsbad, I guess. But we're just travelling on the... What freeway is this again? Or highway? The 101?
This is the 101, the Pacific Coast Highway.
Pacific Coast Highway.
Yeah.
And we're heading north?
North. Yes.
With the water to our left, which is really nice. And the sunset's coming down because sunset's coming down. And the sun's coming down to nearly form a sunset. But it's about 5:45 in the afternoon. And it's just gorgeous. Good to be with some great people.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah. Hopefully some of your fans listen to this, Chris.
Hopefully they do.
Yeah, we'll have to tell them about it.
We will.
All right, guys.
And at this point, maybe they've already been told by the time they hear it. I mean, they haven't now, but...
Maybe.
Maybe.
How are they going to be told, though?
Magic.
Magic.
The magic of YouTube?
Oh. Is someone going to mention it on YouTube?
Maybe.
Whoa, I'm excited. Oh, another little thing. I am wearing an exclusive yellow t-shirt.
It is exclusive.
And it's new.
It's a Yellow Productions t-shirt.
It's a Yellow Productions.
With a life-size Topher on the back.
Now, Chris, is there more of these at the moment?
Right now, you have the only model of that particular specimen. It is unique.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I'll be back. Where was I? That's right, we're going to have a debate about should corn chips be served at the start of a meal?
Yes.
And I say no.
I say yes.
I say no.
Well, I'm right.
Well, I'm right.
No, you're not.
Okay, fine, you are.
Yo, I am
Okay,
right?
yes.
Okay.
No, you're not.
No,
Because?
you're not.
Why?
Because. Why?
You want to know why?
Yes, why?
Because I find that if they're serving corn chips to me, then I'm less likely to eat more than what I've ordered. I couldn't even finish my order because I filled up on chips, and thus I wasn't going to get any dessert or any starters. Yes, the corn chips are tasty.
Yes.
But that's about it.
So you are clearly thinking about the restaurant, and I'm clearly thinking about myself. Because I think chips should be served because A, I like chips. They're delicious. And you're right, because I eat the free chips, then I don't have to spend any money on appetizers or desserts. And C, particularly here in Southern California, if you go to a Mexican restaurant and they don't serve chips, I mean, it's almost like a restaurant not having water to drink or something, you know?
Well, that's just silly.
It is silly.
Who doesn't not serve water?
I know.
Look.
That's what it would be like, exactly. You proved my point. I win.
Yeah, but the way I'm thinking about it is, I'm thinking more about the restaurant. I'm thinking about, do they know that if they didn't serve chips, maybe people, or at least just serve the chips once, and then at least people might want to order, dessert if they sell dessert or a starter.
Yeah, I think people wouldn't like the restaurant very much. They'd feel punked. There's a restaurant in the OC Girl, my wife and I, for those of you who are new to this podcast who don't know me all that much, that we used to go to all the time. Mexican restaurant always served complimentary chips, and then they were like, the chips are now 50 cents. And we were like, what? 50 cents for chips? And if you want to refill, it's another 50 cents. We're just like, seriously? 50 cents for chips? How cheap are you guys? Yeah. And so then, it's one to be like, I don't know that I like that place as much anymore. So I might go someplace else because they have free chips.
I can understand that.
And even if it's 50 cents, I just feel punked to pay for chips then.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that. I think you won.
The only place I will pay for chips is if it's someplace that's like not a sit-down restaurant, but it's like a bare bones taco shop. So we went into like Chipotle the other day, and it's like you order at the counter, it's a burrito, it's $6.50 for the burrito, then I'd probably expect to pay for chips. I wouldn't get free chips there.
And the burritos, are they any good at Chipotle? Or
Chipotle.
Chipotle?
I think the carne asada burritos are pretty good at Chipotle. I mean, they're not really authentic because Chipotle as a chain is originally from Colorado.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But in much of the U.S., you can't get very good Mexican food. And so in a lot of the U.S., Chipotle is a pretty good option. It's certainly better than Taco Bell.
Yeah. Yeah, Taco Bell's not that nice. That's like a mass appeal place because it's cheap, I guess.
It's American food. Taco Bell is definitely American food.
No Mexican influence?
Yeah.
But it's Mexican food.
It's Mexican-inspired American food.
Okay.
It's definitely American food, though.
Okay. So it's pretty crappy.
Oh, you're saying American food's crappy?
No.
Sounded like it.
I like American food, although actually, did I eat American food with you the other night?
We had Lucille's barbecue.
That's American
food. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I love that.
That's good.
Love the strip steak thing we had.
Tri-tip.
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 Tri-tip in a burger.
Phone a friend suggestion.
Phone a friend. Phone the wife. I'm always wrong, and she laughs at me all the time. But anyway, I don't have any problem with American food.
I think what Taco Bell does best is their nachos. They do really good nachos and nacho cheese.
That's so easy to make, though. I could do good nacho cheese.
Yeah, it's easy to make, but, you know, when it's 99 cents, I mean...
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah, right.
You're not going to sneeze at that.
No. I might sneeze if there's a lot of pollen in the air, but I wouldn't sneeze at the nachos.
So you're talking about pollen, I haven't had much hay fever here. Which is good. Because usually I suffer from hay fever.
Yeah.
This went from a travel podcast to a food podcast to a health podcast.
Let's talk about allergies.
Yeah, let's do.
What are you allergic to, man?
My wife.
Wow.
No, just kidding. Just kidding. I'm allergic to something in the air in Australia.
Okay.
So it just stuffs my brain up.
Is it all the kangaroo fur in the air? Or?
Probably the kangaroo fur and the koala fur.
Mm-hmm.
Probably my cat more so. She does molt a lot. I've been thinking actually the past few days that I've been feeling a lot better, a lot clearer in the face, and it could be the cat. So it looks like we've got to get rid of her.
That was a quick answer.
No. Wife says no. So yeah, I don't know. It might have been the cat, but I think I just got to vacuum more. I mean, I do vacuum a lot. Like, I don't want anyone to think that I live in a dirty house. I don't. I live in a really clean house.
Once a year? Or?
Once a year, every 2 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Chris, do you have any allergies?
I do. I have pretty bad, like, sinus-type allergies.
Same here.
Like runny nose.
Yep, same. All year round, though?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
San Diego, if you have allergies, then it's all year round because
Sounds like Melbourne.
it's not very seasonal here. East Coast that you're heading to is very seasonal, so there will be way more pollen in the air this time of year there. But like a lot of parts in the U.S., you'll have on the news like pollen counts. That'll be like, today's a bad allergy day.
Yeah.
You don't really have that so much in San Diego.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Now, let's talk about your car. It's delicious.
My car is delicious. Have you been eating it? I did see you outside licking the wheels.
I lick the wheels. It is beautiful.
Yeah.
But what's the difference between you and other YouTubers is all the rest of the guys drive Teslas.
Okay, because they make more money?
Oh, perhaps.
All right.
Do you think you'll ever get a Tesla, Chris? Because we did see a few of them today on our travels.
We saw quite a few of them.
I like them. That Model T, is it? Or the Model S? The sport one.
The Model S is the sports car. I like the Model X, which is the SUV one.
Oh, yeah.
Because I like the gull wing doors. I think they're just kind of cool how they open up. Yeah.
That's neat.
It would make me feel like I'm driving a Seagull or something.
Or a Mercedes.
Or more like a DeLorean. You know, they don't open like
yeah.
a DeLorean, because those are, you know, the going up that way, but they are, you know, gull wings.
DeLoreans are cool.
DeLoreans are cool, especially ones with flux capacitors.
Yeah, you need ones with flux capacitors. What was the last film you just watched, Chris?
Ooh, the last film
that you enjoyed.
Those are two different things.
Okay, what was the last film you watched?
The last film I watched, and I would say I enjoyed it, It was something I watched on the plane because I travel a lot.
Yeah.
It was coming back from London. It was a Japanese movie called Mixed Doubles. And it was a romantic comedy about people who play ping pong.
Wow.
Mixed doubles being men and women couple ping pong.
That is cute.
Uh-huh.
And, that's great.
What was the last movie you watched, Ben?
The last movie I watched would have been something also on the plane. Actually, technically, no, it wasn't, because Mandy and I just finished watching those little men that are yellow. Incredibles? No. Mandy?
Minions?
Minions. No, I've seen Minions. The Minions are Invincible Me.
Okay.
Indisciples Me.
Indespicable.
Wait, Indespicable
Yeah,
Me.
something like that.
Despicable Me.
Yes.
So indespisable you.
No, it's Despicable Me.
Yeah, not indespisable you.
This
That's
is
another film.
like one of those, the word regardless, and then the people who say, well, irregardless.
Irregardless.
It's not even a word.
No, it's not. I saw Despicable. Did you ever? Oh my god! I just said the F-bomb. It was so silent.
I hear Aussies swear a lot though. So
Yeah, we do. We swear like sailors. We really do. It was
Despicable Me.
Why am I finding that so hard to say today?
It's a tongue twister.
Despicable Me.
Yeah.
Three.
Here's another tongue twister. Can you say rubber baby buggy bumpers?
Rubber baby bubble buckles.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Rubber baby bumpers.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Rabies.
Rubber
baby
buggy
bumpers.
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Rubber baby bumpers. Can you say, but you've got to hold your tongue, which you can't do because you're driving. I was born on a pirate ship. You have to say, I was born on a pirate ship.
Well, I can't hold my tongue.
Look, I'll tell you what happened.
Yeah.
Because I'll hold my tongue and say it.
I was born on a pirate ship.
I was born on a pirate ship. I pretty much just said I was born on a pirate ship.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not a great thing.
Yeah, that is not a great thing.
Someone just laughed.
Here's another tongue twister for you. This one's easy.
Okay.
Toy boat. Say toy boat 3 times fast.
Toy boat.
You had some toy boits at the end.
Toy boy. Toy boat. I did it.
No, you definitely had a toy boit.
Toy boy.
Toy boat.
Toy boat.
It was close. Close.
Okay, let's try one more time.
All right.
Toy boat.
I'll give you a pass on that one.
Thank you. Any other tongue twisters?
Those are all the tongue twisters I have.
It's getting dark, Chris.
It is getting dark.
How's your eyes?
Fine. How are your eyes?
Pretty good, mate.
That's good.
I'm going to have to be probably doing this in
Driving at
Miami.
night?
Well, maybe. Maybe driving back on the same day I arrive in Miami to Key West, actually. But I think we're going to try and stay overnight somewhere.
Yeah.
I think
there's a lot of hotels in Key West.
Yeah, but the problem is we've already got accommodation sorted at another place. But if we stayed overnight in Key West, that will be our last night in Miami, technically, and we drop the car off at 7 p.m. at the airport. So that would give us plenty of time to get back from Key West. If that makes any sense to you.
You drop the car off in the airport in Miami. Where do you drop the car off?
Miami Airport.
Okay.
But at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Yeah. I think that'd be plenty of time to drive from Key West to Miami.
Yeah, I do too. Just for the listeners, we're about to pass a Mormon church?
Mormon temple.
Mormon temple. And it is bloody big. And it's white. And it's shining light.
It is very white.
Makes you want to be a Mormon.
With the angel Moroni on the top.
Oh,
they only let
Moroni.
you in there if you're a Mormon.
Oh,
if
really?
you're not a Mormon, you can't go in.
So you couldn't even take a few photos to see inside it?
No, they won't let you inside.
Right.
But when they first opened it, when they first built it, they let non-Mormons go in to see it. And then they, like, sanitized and cleansed the whole thing and then made it, like, now it's the official Mormon temple, and then only Mormons can go in. It's really beautiful on the inside.
Yeah, where is it located, just so the listeners know?
It would be called University City in San Diego, which is just east of La Jolla. It's off the 5 freeway and Nobel Drive.
Nice. Thank you, mate. Well, that's fantastic. I don't know what else to say, but we are travelling back to our hotel room, and Chris is going to give us a drop-off. He's going to drop us off.
I might slow down, and then if you guys could just, like, roll out, you know?
Yeah, I feel so full.
Like superheroes. You're full, then it makes you nice and round then.
Yeah,
I feel round.
I feel round. And what I love the most is Chris has been wearing my Travel Man t-shirt.
Representing. And Ben is wearing a Yellow Productions t-shirt.
Yep, and I love it. Represent.
So we went to Costco earlier.
Oh yeah, Costco.
Yeah, we're actually just passing Costco. It was the first Costco ever. What'd you think of Costco, Ben?
I really thought it was good. I mean, it's quite cheap. So there's good value in getting more of everything that you don't need. So
hopefully more of things you do need too.
Yeah, but I think I can see myself entering Costco, Melbourne.
You prefer getting the things you don't need, though.
Yeah, for sure. Like a TV.
Absolutely.
A car.
Diamond ring.
Right.
Diamond $29,000 diamond ring. It's incredible, some of those rings.
Yes. But I feel like Costco, it's not to say you don't buy things you don't need. You buy things that you never knew you needed until you saw them. And you're like, I need this.
I never knew I needed 1,000 rolls of toilet paper.
Yes, but you do.
I do.
Yes.
I do, because probably it works out to be so much more cheaper than buying, say, a 6-pack or a 12-pack of toilet paper rolls every month or two.
Yeah, we always feel good after we buy that Costco roll of toilet paper. We know we can use the bathroom for a long time and not have to worry.
Do you use a toilet paper that has been dyed naturally, or that's, you know, trimmed off the bark of a sustainable tree?
No, just whatever the Costco one is, that's the one we use.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you just use like tree leaves or something?
Yeah, I do deep research into the toilet paper that gets put onto my bottom. Because I'm really into saving this planet, Chris.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your bottom's very sensitive.
It is very sensitive.
Yes. So
it's
you
like
can
a
only
baby's
use
bottom.
The finest toilet paper.
Only the finest, and it must have gold leaf through it.
That's fancy.
Very fancy. I don't mess around.
No. When you take a bath, do you also take it in like Evian water too?
And gold leaf.
There was one celebrity I heard that like only washes her hair with Evian water.
Really?
Yes. I don't remember what celebrity that was, but she was being interviewed on some talk show, and that was bottled Evian water to wash her hair.
She's silly.
Absolutely. Celebrities can be kind of crazy.
Well, when you got that much money, you can just do as you like, couldn't you?
You probably can.
Technically.
This was like, you know, there's been like rock bands that are like, when we are at a show, we want M&Ms, but only yellow ones. So somebody has to pick out all the other colored ones.
That's just so dumb. I mean, who does that?
Rock stars. Or you mean who picks them out?
Yeah.
That's a crappy job. I don't know. It's only good if they can eat them, though.
But you get to meet the rock star.
So this is Mission Bay on your right.
Mission Bay to our right.
The other side of that Pleasure Bay that we saw.
Pleasure Bay.
The Pleasure Bay.
Oh.
That bridge that's lit up is the one we crossed earlier into Mission Beach.
Oh, yeah. I like that area. You know what? I haven't liked anywhere that you've sent me, because I knew that you were going to send me to places I'd like. Wait.
I didn't like any place you sent me because I only knew that you'd send me places I like. That statement seems to contradict itself.
Have I not contradicted myself the whole day?
You have. Which side of this do you want? Which side of the issue do you feel strongly about?
I don't know, but I just want to win.
Okay. You seem to be competitive with yourself at this point.
I think what you mean to say is that you liked everywhere.
So Mandy just said if you guy one solitary person wondered what she said. She said that I got a fish brain, and I just can't. I can't remember what she just said.
You just can't say Toibo 3 times fast, can you?
Oh, we're getting a call.
There's Tanya calling.
Would you like to answer it?
I will.
Hang up.
Okay, so Chris did have a call, but it's all good now. We recommence the end of this little mini podcast, which has been going over 16 minutes, so I might just make it just one.
Yes, it's
This is special.
It's just so sad that we're at the end, you know?
Yeah. I'm going to miss everything you've done for us today, Chris.
Well, hopefully you won't miss what I've done, because you'll remember what I've done through pictures and audio. You can miss me,
I can miss
but maybe
you.
not miss what I've done.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now, we've had a fantastic day, Chris.
I've had a fantastic day as well.
And
Exchanging extremely ridiculous jokes back and forth with you.
it's been a ridiculous day.
Yes.
Been ridiculously good.
It's redonkulous.
It's redonkulous, Chris. How amazing do the lights of San Diego look?
They are pretty amazing.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful, actually.
San Diego has a pretty nice skyline.
Yeah, it just looks like Melbourne.
No, it doesn't.
Random
You can
comment.
see the aircraft carrier, the Midway, out there with
Oh,
those
yeah.
lights that go up.
The Midway, yes. And we're
you
passing
guys-
the airport.
Have you guys been on the Midway yet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
last time.
Yeah.
Just seeing the airport to my right as I'm a passenger. It looks like there's a Spirit plane that
Yeah.
probably just landed.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, that's
Well,
not a great airline.
No. I like the color. They're yellow, but other than that, I don't like anything
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they're not that good. You haven't travelled with them before?
No, I will never travel with them. As if I can avoid it.
Yeah, probably avoid it, I guess.
There's a plane coming in on your left.
Oh, there is. Is there? I can't see
There
it.
in the sky. You can see
Where,
it.
bro?
The big
Oh, my
light in the
Lord.
air.
Oh.
The
Oh,
thing that's like
jeez.
God.
you're probably trying to look
Oh,
really high.
hold on.
It's the thing that's
I'm going to
like-
put down the window. Let's see if we hear it. There's a plane coming. It's coming right over us. You may have heard something there.
That's kind of
And he is
Yeah,
very fast.
crazy drivers.
Crazy guys. Oh, well, thanks for that, Chris. I really appreciate it. And been good to hang out today with you and my wife, Mando. Mando Kando putting in pie.
It's been good to hang out with you too, Ben. And I will say, for any of you who are new to listening to me, I'm Chris. I have a YouTube channel called Yellow Productions. Check it out on YouTube for lots of fun, informative, and entertaining travel videos. And when you're there, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah.
Please.
And do the same for me, too.
If
'Cause-
you have not subscribed to Ben's podcast, do that now too.
do that right now.
You know you want to.
You know you want to. Bye. Well, that was a whole heap of fun, and I hope that you enjoyed the podcast. Remember, you can follow me on Travelman Podcast on various things like Facebook, Instagram. I'm on Twitter at Travelman Pod. I'm also on Stitcher, so you can find my podcast on Stitcher. You can find it on really good podcasting apps. On what else am I on? I'm on everything except for Spotify. So I'm trying to get onto Spotify, but let's just see what happens in the future. I'll probably get on there pretty soon as well, and also probably Google Podcasts. But I also have a website, which is kind of hard to find, but if you type in Travelman Podcast, you'll find it. Take care, guys. Bye. And everything that we mentioned is in the show notes. Thanks again. Bye.